Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast feature of my Substack, and also this video we're taking of the interview. Today we're here with Trier Ward, who is visiting us from Albuquerque. She'll be promoting her new book, Art of Escape, from Hercules Publishing. Great. I didn't think about the aspect of having the video going on at the same time. It's kind of funny. Okay. This is for Prairie Bitch. It's my Substack. It's just like a writer's sort of website, if you don't know what Substack is. You can also find it on Spotify, I think, unless they took it down. I don't really care that for you to listen to it on Spotify, so please just listen to it on Substack. Trier is in town for Poetry Munch tonight. That'll be at Lucia at 9 p.m. for signups, 10 p.m. show in downtown Lawrence, Kansas. We're also going to have Sunday Saint Sunday, who organizes for Midnight Menagerie as a local like textile artist, illustrator, drawer, performance artist, general artist, multidisciplinary. And they're going to be promoting their project Death Comes for Us All, CUMS, for us all, which they called their Little Death poems last time when they were talking about it at Poetry Munch, and I just think it's hilarious.
That's cool.
Little Death, like the French call an orgasm. That's so funny. But yeah, Death Comes for Us All, which is like queer stuff, horror stuff, death stuff, sexy stuff, probably, because after all, Poetry Munch is an optionally erotic poetry reading where you are free to read your erotic poetry in public, where we do what I like to call consensual active listening. It's super fun. It's a really wholesome environment. It happens at Lucia. We do it once a month. It's for Midnight Menagerie. If you don't know what that is, it is a local queer erotic arts collective and sexual liberation group where we host like educational events and some fun parties for sexy people trying to feel sexy in public consensually with other people. We don't host sex parties right now. But we do host sexy parties. They're super fun, in my opinion, and I'm really proud of everything we've done for that. So I'm super excited for Trier to get to experience Poetry Munch tomorrow. Yeah. Today. I'm going to try to post this even today if I can. But Trier and I met, 2 years ago at P.W. Covington's house?
Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago now.
Yeah, with Damien Rucci and Ian Bush, Nikki, then Blankenship, but she got married. I don't know her last name, I'm sorry. Snow Matthews, some other folks.
Yeah.
Some local Albuquerque folks. Rich was there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we saw each other again at the Route 66 Poetry and Arts Festival in Albuquerque this year. You were helping with that. Thank you so much for all your help and work on that project. That was cool.
Yeah. Oh, Dan Denton was there.
Oh, yeah, Dan Denton.
Yeah.
Dan Denton came through and visited me last year, too.
Yeah.
On his way through tour. It was awesome. We had a nice evening.
Yeah, that was fun. So, yeah.
Yeah, Dan Denton's like online event, I think, is happening tonight as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's released for Fight Songs for the Underdogs.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Everybody should check that out if they are not going to Poetry Munch because they physically can't. I'm dressed like the Bride of Frankenstein today, so the interview is also with the Bride of Frankenstein. I have my costume on from the Foxy show.
The Foxy show is fantastic. It was really kick-ass.
Yeah, I'm glad you got to come in for the Foxy by Proxy show. It's our 16th annual Hextravaganza, our biggest show of the year. This year's theme was Trick or Teat. I did Bride of Frankenstein. I did duet with Juicy Lucy. Thank you, Juicy Lucy, for letting me do that with you. And we'll miss you so much when you move, but It was such an honor to do that with you at your last show with Foxy. For now, until you're a guest performer, I assume. Which will happen. I have to go get her myself.
She's coming back. That's good.
Yeah. That's the thing about Lawrence is there's a lot of people who come back, you know. Maybe you leave for a little bit and you come back for a while. It's like home for a lot of us, you know. Even if we try to leave it. Or do you leave it for a while or do you leave it forever? There's a little piece of just like, I don't know, it's a special town.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm excited for you to experience where we do Midnight Menagerie because I know I've been telling you about it for like 2 years when it was still Midnight Market. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit about your book now.
Awesome.
Art of Escape. What's Art of Escape about?
Well, The Art of Escape is an illustrated book of poetry, and it's illustrated with escape artists and daredevils doing death-defying stunts. But the themes of the poetry are escape from the traps and prisons we set for ourselves in our minds and spirits. And it's kind of like Houdini. You know, he did these things that were seemingly impossible, but they weren't magic tricks. They were things that he actually physically did that were possible, that seemed impossible. And to me, that's a testament to the human spirit, that we can escape from these situations that seem inescapable.
Yeah.
And I was going through a very hard time when I wrote this. I wrote this back in 2015, and I was hospitalized 5 times that year.
Oof.
And I was separated from my children. So I was going through a lot.
Yeah.
And poetry was my escape during that time period. And I think that's reflected in it. And it didn't get published until 2024, so almost 10 years later.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's been on for a while.
Yeah, so it expresses a lot of things that I was going through during a really terrible time in my life.
Damn. Awesome. I mean, not that you went through all that shit, but thank you for explaining that. I think that's a really cool concept, and I really like the cover art.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just going to show to the camera real quick. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, it's, you said it's like a vintage Houdini poster?
Yeah, it's an authentic Houdini poster from back in the day. His own promotional poster. We just changed the text of the graphic to the title and my author and illustrator name there. So yeah, it's an exciting book. It's a sexy book. The illustrations are really nice, and I think people will enjoy the poetry as well.
Yeah, it certainly is one of the most like gorgeous books I've seen in a while.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the illustrations are beautiful. Can't wait to get my copy and like read all the way through it.
Thanks.
There was one I got to read earlier, Bitch Slut Whore.
Huh.
So let's talk about that poem.
Okay.
So in it, you're just. Do you want to read it? Do you have it handy?
Oh, sure. I'd love to read it.
Okay.
Let me see. Table of contents. Which one that is? No, it's near the end. Okay, 83. Bitch, slut, whore. Here in the city, I put on my slut eyes and my slut shoes, tremble in the blue light of the stage as the page flutters. Caricature of the Western woman, ready to say something dumb, swallow some cum, feeling so numb. But what you see is not what you get. I am deadly. I am mother. I am poet. I am scientist. The joke's on you. I am the punk rock whore of the world, too. All these things. But nothing simple, nothing trite, nothing easy. I fuck who I choose, and that quality in men is strength. It's strength in women, too. I won't cringe before the words bitch, slut, whore anymore. I'll say thank you.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I really liked that one. Just the so I would like to ask you what the role of like reclaiming those words is for you in your poetry. Like what does it look like to take those and like reframe them in the poem?
Well, you know, even if you think about what a bitch is, it's a female dog is a noble creature. Even that is not an insult. You
Mhm.
know, um, these things that we're being told um, about our femininity, about our sexual power, about you know everything about ourselves that we're being told to be ashamed of is actually our superpower,
Mhm.
you know? Um, and it's we should embrace it. We shouldn't um, cower before it. We should just say, okay, yes, I am. So what?
Yeah. There certainly is a power in like reclaiming your eroticism from other people's expectations.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah,
it's one of the things I like about burlesque is like burlesque means to mock, and I kind of am just like making fun of so many things when I do it, specifically like femininity.
yeah,
Like it's so like my style's so extra, and like I think it's so fun to just be like, all right, like you want feminine, let me turn it up for you and make it really awkward and weird.
yeah. I mean, seriously, if you want to say women are slutty and sexual, I will turn it up to 1,000. Yeah, like you said.
Yeah, don't give me a dare.
Yeah. I will give you super sexual times 35,000. Like, yeah, like you said.
And it's fun to do it as a performance, so it's like under my own, like your perception is under my control. Like what you are
Yeah.
perceiving, I can control so many aspects of that like in my daily life when I'm perceived, I don't have any control over that. But like when I get on stage, I'm like, all right, you want to look at me? Look at this.
Yes.
I said to the guys last time I saw them, Damien and those folks, I was like, dog, in Kansas, the hills have eyes, and you just give them something to look at. And that's kind of how I feel about like rural burlesque.
Yeah, but it's all theater and it's all fun, and I believe that people need theater. They need comedy and they need tragedy and they need something fabulous and beautiful to look at, and they need things that are sad to look at and to hear. They need all of that.
A safe place to experience their emotions.
Yeah,
A safe target for them.
they do.
Yeah.
They need to experience those highs and lows and everything, because otherwise they gotta live out that high and low drama in their lives, and that's not healthy.
Right? Yeah. I like to be the person that provides that sort of experience. I'm like, all right, like here's what I think about sex. What do you think about sex, folks? A lot of my poetry is like erotic.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of what we do a lot of at Poetry Munch. Not every time. It's optionally erotic, so I like to make sure everybody knows like you don't have to do a horny poem. But if you want to do a horny poem, boy do I have a place for you.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, I love horny poems. I don't know if any of mine are actually horny poems. Maybe some of them were. I mean, some of them could be considered erotic poems, but I think that they are more suggestive of erotic stuff than explicitly erotic.
Yeah. I mean, not all of the erotic is explicit,
That's true. Definitely
sometimes,
true.
like, there's something erotic about the way that a quesadilla is flipped. Like,
True.
that's
You
not
never
explicit.
Know. You never
but
know.
It does feel nice when it goes.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah. Touring is fun for me. How is touring going for you?
Oh, it's been so much fun.
Yeah?
It really
Yeah, it
has.
really
It's
is,
been a
isn't
good
it?
experience.
I love it.
You know, going to all the cities, Houston, Dallas, the Rio Grande Valley, Florida, where else? New Orleans, and just so many places. It's been so fun, you know, and coming here has been so much fun so far.
Good. I'm glad you're having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really great. You know, everywhere I've been, Denver was a great time. Yeah, all the places I've been, people have just been wonderful.
Yeah, people are so nice to you when you're on tour.
Yeah, they really
They
are.
really are.
I mean, you know,
The nicest anyone's ever been to me was when I got to Laura DiCarano's house, and she had a gift basket ready for me with like everything I needed. Everything I needed at that moment, like eye drops and a little notebook and a collage she made, but also this really good witch hazel facial mist for when my face got greasy when I was driving.
Oh my gosh.
She's a genius. And then we made a collage of burning cop cars that said assigned flammable at birth. I think it's great. It's a beautiful piece of art. I had a great time with her, and she was just so nice and welcoming to me in a way that like I had never really experienced before. So I was like, I instantly bonded with her and got like, I'm very fond of her now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we stay in contact, and I'm just like, she's so supportive of me, and I just love her. I think she's a great vibe, great energy. She does great work for her community. Just a genius.
Yeah, I love it when you meet people like that.
Yeah, it's cool when you meet people on tour because like those are the bonds that you keep for a long time, or even if you don't, they're really special and unique, and you wouldn't have those if you didn't go on tour.
Yeah,
like, a lot of them are just like
never left your immediate circle. Yeah. And you have adventures, and even just you see things on the road that you wouldn't see if you never left your house, you know. I mean, you see beautiful cityscapes, you see beautiful, you know, things, you see flocks of birds rising, you see sunsets, you see all kinds of things that, you know, you wouldn't see if you were sitting on your bed at home.
Right. Right. And the country is, for all that people have done to it, America is still really beautiful to look at, especially, in my opinion, in Kansas.
Yeah. Your part of Kansas is the interesting part of Kansas because it's got trees and rocks and stuff.
Yeah, if
the
you
first
go
little
further
part of
south,
Kansas, there's a lot of fields.
Yeah. Even those are kind of magical to me because like
but they're kind of pretty. Yeah, I was gonna say they're kind of pretty too.
Like, can you imagine how secure you'd feel just like if you lived out there in the pioneer days? You'd just be like, wow, I can see everything.
Yep.
Anyone coming near me, I can see.
Yep.
It's really weird. It's also strange to like look out there and just like think about how far you're actually seeing.
I wonder about like the kids that go to school out there though. It must be lonely because
it is.
You'd have to draw from really far to get enough kids to go to a school, you know?
Yeah, I went to high school in southeast Kansas, which is very rural. It's near Joplin though. So we sometimes could go to Joplin. I volunteered at the Joplin Public Library for a social life. But I had to drive 40 minutes to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it was like a really lonely place when you were a kid. I had to stay at home all the time because my dad was a quadriplegic and you gotta hang out with him.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta hang out with him. So we'd be home a lot and we couldn't go on like big road trips very often because of his I'm not going to say because of his disability, because of the lack of accessibility in America. We couldn't go on road trips.
Yeah.
A lot of it we could have worked around, like his personal limits. We could have worked around had that been the case. But it's fucking not. So anyway, that's one of the big things for going on tour for me is like fulfills this lifelong need to like wander from.
Yeah.
And I was born in Kansas. I've lived in Kansas for most of my life. Except for 6 months in Missouri, 3 years in Oklahoma, and 8 months in Denver. Or not Denver, Longmont, Colorado. But other than that, I've been in Kansas, and I've lived in Lawrence now longer than I've lived anywhere else.
Lawrence is a really cool town.
It is a really special town.
Yeah.
It is a really special town.
I've enjoyed it here.
Yeah.
Been really cool.
It has just a really special thing going on artistically for it, and it's like kind of a strange place also because you have like thousands of people transitioning through the town who just like never really leave a mark on it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like the students a lot of times will come here for college and then they'll leave and they won't ever come back.
Yeah.
But then there are people who stay here who become like locals and are the same people you see at the bar for 10 years.
Right.
Or like somebody new moves to town and like you can see like the town like embrace them and be like, all right, you live here now.
Okay, gotcha.
It's just interesting to watch how it's grown since I've lived here and like how different things are even in the past few years. It's just, I don't know. It's an interesting town. I've lived here a long time. It is like a place that I call home. Like I said, I've lived here longer than I've lived anywhere else. But how's the driving alone? I loved it when I was on tour.
You know, it hasn't been bad at all.
I really didn't think it was bad at all. That's the thing people told me all the time. They were like, oh, I can't believe you're going to drive all that way by yourself. No one's going to trade off with you and all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care.
You know, I don't drive more than 8 or 9 hours a day. I don't drive at night.
Oh, I did. I drove 17 hours straight.
You drove 17 hours straight?
Yeah.
Damn, you're hardcore compared to me.
I was getting to New Jersey. I was gonna get there.
Yeah, that's hardcore. See, yeah, I'm a wimp compared to you.
And I didn't have any money for hotels, so I was just sleeping in my car anyway.
Yeah.
So I just kept driving until I got tired.
You didn't get tired for 17 hours?
No.
You are hardcore, girl.
Yeah. It also, like, I was pretty stimulated mentally because it was 6 days after I got out of the psych ward.
Yeah.
So I was awake. I was ready to do stuff.
Yeah.
I was ready to be anywhere else.
Yeah, I get
Besides in my life and in the psych ward.
I get that.
But it was super fun. And I think it was a really good move for me, actually. I was cautioned against it. They were like, maybe you should wait till you're a little bit more stable. And I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why? So I can get stable and then I can wreck it by going on a trip? No. Let's just do it now while I have the money to do it. And the time since I don't have a job. It's just like, I know I'm not going to get time like that because I have to labor, you know?
Yeah.
Hourly.
Yeah,
So,
do these things when you can.
yeah, you got to take advantage of the time if you're a laboring person and can't, like, pay all your bills with writing. Which would be sick, but...
Yeah, I'm working several things trying to make that happen. Actually pay bills with writing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is like everybody's like, oh, holy grail. Make
that is the dream.
Make money with writing. You know, like, can it happen? Maybe. I hear tell it happens to some people. You know, but you know, honestly, it is not why I did this. Not why we do it. It would be nice.
It would be nice. It would be great if the market would reflect the effort that I put into it.
Yeah.
It would be great if I could have a stable enough living to do that to commit my life to it like I want to.
Yeah, agreed.
Because that's what I ultimately want. It's not about, like, I want the money from being a writer. I'm like, I want to have enough money from writing to fully commit my life to writing.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want
I love writing.
I don't want to be a millionaire. I just want to have enough money to do my art projects, basically.
Yeah, same. I had to pay for this.
Yeah, costumes are expensive. Costumes and producing more books.
Yeah. But did we talk about your lingerie poetry videos yet?
Oh, my YouTube channel.
Yes. Your YouTube channel is a treasure.
Thank you.
I love it. Have you ever heard of the poetry brothels?
Poetry what?
Brothels?
Uh-uh.
They're a place where they do like sexier poem performances and like lingerie and shit.
Oh.
Yeah, there's one in New York, I think, and one in Chicago.
Oh, that's so cool.
I believe.
I
could
would
be
love
wrong.
that.
Yeah, that's kind of like my dream career is to do that.
Wow, I would love to do that too. I'm going to New York.
You should try to figure out where the poetry brothel is. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm going to New York on my tour. So,
yeah. You should also stop into Hot People Read Poetry.
Hot People Read Poetry?
Yeah.
That's in New York as well?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I met the host of that, Natalie, in New Jersey at Nip and Tuck show. What is that called? Poems and Punchlines, where I was featured. Yeah, I met Natalie there, and she's just a really dope poet. She's got t-shirts that say Hot People Read Poetry. Sometimes people take off their shirts at her shows. She's got like ex-strippers and current strippers and
oh, that would be so
everybody
that would
fun.
Be so cool. I would enjoy that. We'll have to write it down or make a note of it after we get done recording, because I'm a dingbat. I can't remember shit.
Yeah, hopefully when I post it on Substack, I'll link to Natalie too.
Okay, yeah. That'd be awesome.
But yeah, cool. Yeah, I love those videos. I think they're really cool. When you started doing that, I was like,
thank you.
I was like, respect.
It's Trier Ward 645 if you're trying to find it.
Cool.
TRIERWARD
645.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, what time is it? 8:17. We have got to head to Poetry Munch soon, so I'm going to end the podcast so I can post it. And everyone can come to Poetry Munch tonight to buy a book from Trier and support her on tour. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, done with that one.